or anything, because
No. It's not a problem. Academic honesty, can you hear us? আপনি কি শুনতে পাচ্ছেন আমাদেরকে?
Hi guys.
শোনা যাচ্ছে, হ্যাঁ। কেমন আছেন? How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Sorry, I went to wash. I was explaining in the backstage. I was going to wash, so I'm actually drying myself. I don't mind to talk while I'm drying myself.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Are we discussing scientific? Are we discussing scientific research?
The topic of our discussion today is, does evolution undermine the existence of God? Did you hear that?
Can I explain scientific research or scientific process? Can I explain it?
We're not here to learn about how science works, because we have among us some people who are doing that exactly right that. What we're saying is, do you agree with the notion that evolution does not undermine God, or do you think evolution undermines the existence of a creator, a God?
Evolution would show that man does not need God, does not need to rely on God.
Okay, Sabur, do you want to respond?
Yeah, sure. What can be asserted without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. So you just made a statement. You didn't make an argument. Can you explain that? And can you give some evidence for what you just said?
When you are born, do you automatically believe in a God?
That's not. Can you just make an argument, please? Because there's no point asking these very basic questions which can be dismissed quite easily.
Okay, there's different types of evolution. Do you know that? There's different theories of evolution.
Yeah, that's the very point I'm trying to explain to some atheists, and I'm glad that you understand that.
So what do you call the evolution of man from, for example, they say man from monkey? What type of evolution is that?
That's not a type of evolution. That is a history of evolution. That's a claim about the history of evolution.
Have you ever heard the idea that the entire universe came about from atoms and molecules?
My friend, you're all over the place. I don't know where you're taking this conversation, and I don't think you really understand what you're talking about. I'm sorry to be so blunt, but
okay,
I honestly think you just want to talk, but you don't know what you're talking about. I can't explain it any other way.
Because I didn't do any background information regarding Darwin. I can't say I know fully, but I just perused through it.
Yeah.
I don't know fully, so
yeah. But I don't know what you're saying.
So basically what I'm saying is I'm an atheist, but I didn't do my proper study or homework on Darwin's theories.
You're not alone.
So automatically a religious person or a theist would say an atheist knows Darwin. That's the automatic response or the automatic thought that all atheists know Darwin.
No, that's not what I think. I think the opposite. I think most of them have been socialized into Darwinism without actually looking at the evidence critically. They can't define it, they can't defend it, they can't justify it, they can't even outline the nuts and bolts of it. And they're most likely to assert some common sound bites in the hope that the Muslims are going to quiver and hide under a table and not respond to them. But usually, when they are asked for what's the evidence for Darwinism, they can't provide a shred of evidence, which I'm assuming you're in the same camp.
So like I said, if evolution is proved true, it would mean people do not need to rely on gods or demons or angels.
I don't even think that's true.
Because why would you need to rely on gods, for example, that require worship, require you to do deeds to honor them, require you to give money, tithes, require you to do all these things? They are gods that are in need.
Those are not
and then
gods.
why would you rely on demons?
Those are not gods. The God
Why would you rely on demons or angels, which you pray all the time for, and they don't help you?
The thing is, my friend, you're jumping from one topic to another and you're very confused.
What subject are we talking about? I mean, I've just been away for a few seconds and then now we're going into something totally different. So let's bring the subject back to our discussion. I mean, I don't know what the discussion has been. I want to ask this direct question. Does evolution undermine the existence of God? What's your view? Academic honesty, what's your view? Does evolution undermine the existence of God? Okay, we're going to take the next guest. You're not willing to answer, but you're having difficulty. No problem. So let's take, who's next? Let's have a look. Pinkman. You can switch off your camera if you need to. I'm going to bring you next right now. Yeah. So Sabir Bhai, if you're wondering, some people are trying to troll, and I want to make this stream as much troll-free as possible, because this is going to be a stream that needs to be beneficial for the Bengali people, Bengali Bangladeshi atheists.
It is, but I just wanted to say something, if you don't mind, Mansoor Bhai. I mean, my experience of what I would call desi